Right, here we go. Me and my lad doing another job on X5. We are about to try and fit a pair of these on the back. There you go. I'm actually going to weld them onto the back box, onto the originals. So there you go, original with flap on. We've taken the cover off and we've drilled an hole. Now inside it is a load of wool. You can see our Cal's just about to drag it all out now. We started it up, we blocked the exhaust off just temporarily with a piece of cloth and started it up, and it sounds absolutely beautiful. So the plan is now to drag all this crap out and leave that gauze in there, and then I'm going to weld them tailpipes onto this end. So that's part one of it. See how we go. Right, here we go, back to the car. We've now drilled the other side out. But all that shite came out with it. It's a grabbed holder hole cutter. I'm using a 57mm hole cutter, but it depends on what size exhaust tips you're gonna get or what have you. But that's pretty central. And there's that one. So what we're gonna do now, we've blocked the exhaust up temporarily because they're gonna be cut off shortly. And let's have a start up, see what it's like. We'll see, eh? Oh, it has a nice grumble.
From a V8 engine transplant.
What a lovely sound. Give it a little bit. Let's have a listen. That sounds lovely, that. That sounds beautiful. So we're just going to take all that fluff out of there that's in there. All that's come out of it, out of this side. It's got a piece of wire with a hook on end and dragged it all out. It's like Brillo pad, and there's some padding obviously. And now we're going to do this side. This side's easier to do because it's flat plate. So this will be easier to weld the exhaust tip on, whereas the other one has got a different, I don't know why, I thought they'd have been sort of mirror image to each other. It's a different shape, it's got a ridge on it. So I'm going to have to cut that ridge out of the tailpipe that I'm putting on to weld it on. So anyway, that's what it's like. Both your boxes drilled. There you go. We'll come back to you when we've got the pipes on. Right, here we go, part 3 of this transformation. These exhaust tips were meant to clamp on, but I'm actually going to weld them on. So the one that's at the far side, for some reason the box is shaped differently. We've had to cut the ridge there out, and it comes round to about that way. You'll see when you do it yourself, if you do it yourself. This side, however, is dead flat. So we've just cut it dead flat. So what I'm going to do now is, once Cal's finished getting all that crap out of there, it's like a cow with piles, isn't it? So it's pulling all this crap out, if you see with a little look. So once he's done that, we're going to get the welder and we're just going to tack them on in place. And then I'll start it up and see what it's running like. Because I'm going to take this back bumper off, I've got a brand new one to come on here. What's that? Yeah, it's just muck. I've got a brand new one which was given to me when I bought the front one. So this one's quite nice. It's got a couple of little scuff marks on it. So the brand new one's going back on, same colour. So we're going to take this off, and then we're going to take the exhaust completely off to weld it up. But I'm going to tack the ends on and make sure they're all square and lined up. And then once we take it off, I'll zap them all up. Then I'll let you see how it goes. So there you go, another part. Right, here we go. We've just tacked the tips on. So it's got a nice little rumble to it. We've put cardboard around the stainless while we're welding it, because I don't want the stainless to get marked. So the cardboard's staying on until they are welded on. So what we're going to do now is remove the exhaust completely and they're in place now, and then I'm going to weld them on once the exhaust's off. So there you go. I best turn the engine off. Here we go to the next part. We were going to take the exhaust off, but the bolts that go onto the cat at the front are absolutely rusty as hell. So we've taken the bumper off anyway. So those that's never done it before, take the 8mm that's off on the inside of there, on the inside of the wheel arch, and then underneath here, if you can see, that's a bit rusty, that bracket, isn't it? You've got two big bolts. So where the holes are for the exhaust to come through, these bolts go up inside there and up. You just drop those off and the bumper simply slides off. So now the plan is to weld the tips on in situ. There we go. Good luck to us, eh? Right, here we go. Bumper's ready to go back on. We have had another change of plan, or I have. We've welded the tips on. They're already on. It sounds absolutely lovely. And I was going to cut the original pipes off and weld them up. I've decided against it. I'm leaving them on. So we've got two outputs from the box. So we've got two outputs from each box. There you go. It sounds wicked. I'll do another video once it's all back together. Right, bye for now. Wow. Right, new bumpers on. New exhausts are on. I've cut the trims so the exhaust, you would not believe the size of that hole to get them little pipes through. So the trim's on, exhausts are on. It's done. There you go. I'll take it for a run now.